Yo, for some reason, the YNs is not getting the gist. You feel me? They not understanding that these people are gonna take them out, right? They're not understanding what they do and the consequences of what they do has consequences. You feel me? Man, Arlington PD, Arlington, Texas. You know, I live in Dallas, Texas. You feel me? But Arlington, Texas, if you from Fort Worth or Arlington or you in Tarrant County or anything like that, you know how strict the law enforcement is out there. They do not play. For one, they got the AT&T Stadium out there, so they always on point because that is like a I'm not gonna say it's like a terrorist type of thing, but like where people like try. I said terrorist. What am I talking about? I'm not gonna say it's like a place to where it's just like suburbs, but they deal with high volume traffic all the time, so they always trying to be on point when it comes to the civilians. You feel me? Man, the feds have picked up these. Man, they picked up over 21 suspects in gang violence, and as you can see, everybody in this picture look every bit of like a fucking teenager. Excuse my language, but everybody in this picture like a teenager. I don't know these people personally, but I do understand a kid when I see a kid. And these are what you call YNs, young ninjas. You feel me? Man, they be ruthless, man. They don't care. They don't have no type of, leadership and most of them are, they're part of the gang. But Arlington PD said that they ain't having that. So what they did, they went kick those and stuff like that. And now it's all catching up with them, man. I want y'all to let me know what y'all think in the comment section below, man. Let's get right into this story, man.
Arlington police and FBI agents say they work together to get members of a dangerous gang off the streets. Good evening, I'm Steve Eager.
I'm Heather Hayes. Law enforcement announced the arrests of 21 suspects, all suspected of numerous violent crimes. Fox 4's Alex Boyer live in Dallas with those details. Alex.
Hey guys, it's interesting to hear the police chief say that this one particular gang is responsible for the vast majority of violent crime in the city of Arlington. So what the police chief did in 2024 was ask the FBI field office here in Dallas for help. And last Thursday, they conducted a sting operation and arrested 21 suspects.
So the thing is, the fact that they had to bring the feds in to ask them for help mean that Arlington PD ain't got no type of control over the situation whatsoever. So normally police officer and law enforcement, they try to stay away from the feds. You feel me? But as I would say, as me dealing with Arlington PD before getting pulled over by, the police and traffic stops like that, and being a part of that whole type of, situation, Arlington PD do not play. But let's get back into it though.
These are the mugshots of 21 suspects in a street gang known as Kikto, arrested in connection to a string
All
of
of them
violent
look
crimes
young.
committed in the city of Arlington.
Since January of 2022, we have documented 180 criminal incidents involving Kikto members.
On Wednesday, the Arlington police chief and the assistant special agent in charge of the FBI Dallas field office held a news conference to announce the results of a joint operation that began in 2024. Last Friday, law enforcement officers arrested the suspects living in several cities across North Texas. They are all between 18 and 23 years old.
But do not let the ages distract from the havoc that they've inflicted upon our community. These gang members allegedly use violence and intimidation to protect power, territory, and profits. They instilled fear in their victims and took revenge on their rivals.
The investigation ramped up after a deadly shooting in 2024 at Bowie High School. Police say then 17-year-old Julian Howard committed the...
Bruh, look how young this young cat looks, man. This dude looks like every bit of 15 years old. You feel me? Like a deadly shooting happened at a high school. And it's a crazy part about it is it's like, bro, who is raising these kids, bro? Like, where's the guidance? Where's the OGs when you need them? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how, these YNs are able to just when I was growing up, I'm 34 years old. When I was growing up, my generation was not ruthless like this. These little niggas are devils, you know what I'm saying? But I look at it like this, like, man, like you look at this dude, this little boy in this picture, is like, dang, bro, like he looked like an innocent kid that, you know, need guidance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why, the older adults around, the people that do have, the influence over these young cats, they don't lead them in the right direction. Because whenever you get these young cats, bro, they're really heartbroken, and they're really emotional. These younger dudes are really emotional. They go through things, and their parents are not there for them. You know what I'm saying? And they result back to the streets. You know what I'm saying? And like, I understand, because I used to be there. I wasn't a young YN that was hot headed like this, but I understand because I had certain homeboys like this. And this is never the way to go. If you're a YN, you watching this, bro, this is never the way to go, because this little dude finna spend the rest of his life in jail. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back into it, though. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's go.
The crime, he's now serving a 40-year prison sentence.
Kicked on members, robbed and assaulted
40
individuals
years.
at gunpoint. Detectives later determined that the deadly shooting that occurred at Bowie High School was in retaliation to that incident.
And investigators say it was also Kickdo gang members who were responsible for a shootout in the parking lot of Arbrook Park Apartments back on March 10th. A 13-year-old girl asleep inside an apartment was hit by a stray bullet.
The crazy part is my big sister used to live in these apartments. So I understand. But the fact that a 13-year-old girl got shot by a straight bullet when she had nothing to do with anything, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't wish jail on nobody, but at the end of the day, when you're doing some crazy shit, this is what happens, At the end of the day, man, you can't control any situation, but you can't control what you do about it. You know what I'm saying? And you can't control the reaction of somebody else, but you can control how you respond, So I look at these young cats, man, like they really do need guidance and leadership. And nowadays, everybody is pretty much subject to the music and trying to live up to a lifestyle or persona. And it's just like, bro, these white folks is giving out 100+ years on. They don't even care if you ain't never been in trouble before. Back then they used to be like, bro, but I ain't never been in trouble. Bro, they giving you the max. And they're saying, okay, cool. Well, if you got a problem with it, appeal it. You go to appeal it, then guess what? They throwing it out. You're not even getting the appeals no more. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's too risky to be out here playing with your life and doing things that's gonna keep you messed up or keep you in jail or in custody, bro. It's a lot of money out here to get, and it's so many different ways to get it without doing illegal activity, especially robbing somebody. It's so many different ways to get a bag, bro. You just got to get the right information. And I'm talking to my young bulls, you know what I'm saying? My young cats out there, bro, that's like lost, is because you don't really have to take this route. This route is an excuse. If you understand, look, I come from the hood, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't take this route because I've always knew that I could be better than my upbringing or my father or my, you know what I'm saying? Like what I learned in the hood, bro, it is way better life out there. It's a way lavish life out there for you, but you got to get around somebody that can actually bring that out of you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cats they don't want to change. They feel like, man, this my mentality. This what it is, man. Nah, bro. I'm telling you, you go to jail, your homeboys, they're gonna be trying to fuck on your girl, bro. They're not gonna be there for you. They're not gonna put no money on your books, bro. Your family gonna forget about you, bro. They're gonna swear up and down, oh, I got your back. Nah, bro. You're gonna be a lost cause. When you go to jail, my nigga, I don't care if you spend 10 years in there. Up until the time you are out, it's out of sight, out of mind. People got their own life, their own situation that they're dealing with. And last place you need to be is in jail. You feel me? But let's finish, watching this thing. Like I said, you new to the channel, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's go.
Fearful residents recorded cell phone video as they hid.
Bro, and there's still cop cars coming through. Like, cop cars keep coming through and going over there.
The suspects face a wide range of federal charges, including racketeering.
Wow.
When you're part of a street gang, they promise you power, money, friendship, all of those things. But at the end of the day, all it does is lead to betrayal, jail time,
Facts.
or even death.
Facts. Say, you heard what the law enforcement said, right? At the end of the day, all it does is lead to death, betrayal, or pretty much nothing. It's like a dead road. But like I said, for all the young cats out there, bro, Go get the bag a different way, man. It's so many ways out here to get a bag. And I'm gonna tell you this. I tell everybody this. You can't take street credit to the bank. They don't know what that is, homie. You feel me? And the credit that you need is not the street credit. You need actual credit, business credit, personal credit. You need all of that. But the street credit, bro, you gotta leave that in the streets, man. The streets is gonna have you messed up, dead, or in jail. You know what I'm saying? And that's the last place you want to be, bro. Like I said, tighten up, man. Do what you got to do for your life. Be here for your family, bro. And you know what it is, bro. I'm your host, Cornelius, and we out. Peace. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. Until next time, you know what it is.